Hello YouTube, welcome to my new channel. My name is Monica and I'm a second year Sped teacher and interventionist. 2 jobs? Yes, you heard that right. 2 job titles. I teach students with significant developmental delays, intellectual disabilities, other health impairments, autism, and learning disabilities. So I have 8 students that I service for Sped, and then I'm also the interventionist. So I service about 15 kids, grades K through 3 plus 1 4th grader who I was working with. So I'm doing a lot of reading interventions, a lot of math interventions, just to try to get them up to grade level. And then I'm also working with my Sped students on their goals, their IEPs, any things they need for accommodations for testing. I'm doing some behavior charting, some breaks, just anything I can do to help make my students' experience a little bit better. I start school September 3rd. So it's the end of July right now. So I have about a month till we see students. But we teachers start training mid-August. I was considered a long-term sub last year because I was hired so late in August, so I actually have to do new teacher training again. So that's kind of a bummer, but I'll get to meet some new people. But the kind of funny thing about being considered a long-term sub is I had to re-interview for my position in May. So of course I got it. I was a little worried. I was like, someone with 10 years of experience and 2 master's degrees is gonna come in and they're gonna take my perfect job. No. It was all mine. It was great. I love my team. I love my small little school. And even though I have 2 jobs and life gets a little crazy and hectic, and that's why I called this vlogging experience the Hot Mess Express, because most of my life is like a hot mess. And my classroom's usually a hot mess, and I've got kids everywhere. But, I mean, I wouldn't change it for anything. I really love the kids and the school itself and everyone I work with. So, thanks for joining me on this journey. You're going to see some videos of me in my classroom. There's some pictures from my classroom when I started last year. Of course, I wasn't vlogging then, or didn't even have the idea to start vlogging, so I just have pictures. But I have a little voiceover telling you things that it used to be and how I'm planning on changing it. And then maybe in the next video, you'll see some things that I'm planning on getting. I bought a new rug. I've got bookcases coming. I've spent a lot of time in my classroom library, so thank you for joining me, and subscribe!
So right there is just a little study corral. There's my turtle box. Right here is the ugly cabinet, just some seats. There's a computer in the corner, really bare. That cabinet right there isn't here anymore. That's underneath the shelves. And then I have a bunch of Sterilite drawers. And then that ugly shelf.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff in there. I have a lot of work to do. Just gotta keep that closed and hidden. So this is my LLI, so leveled literacy intervention. It's just drawers of stuff. Some more random stuff shoved in here. Obviously, at one point this year it was well organized, and then the end of the year came and I just started shoving things where it would fit. Personally, I don't like this cabinet. I plan on getting rid of it eventually. Same thing with that beast, but don't have the money for that right now. Working on it. Stay. Random box of books. Computer that most of the time doesn't work. These shelves usually have games on them, but they're really old. Boxes have most of the games in it, so this is just random crap. It's just some of my art supplies that my students use. This was the only set of books. This is my classroom library, basically. So, I have a bookcase at home I'm bringing in. This is some stuff I brought in from my car. This is from tutoring program. I don't know why it's in my room. This is just some random files I took out of a filing cabinet. I'm switching file cabinets with somebody else. These are my Bridges intervention materials, so you can see that each one has a volume, and then they have manipulatives and cards and stuff that come with it, but I have stuff hiding in the drawers. Right here is just some other math things, my connecting math concepts. I've got some touch math, some money, popsicle sticks, just a lot of other random stuff. This is usually where I have my paper copies for things. So these are names right here, but this is my usual bulletin board. I like that color scheme, so I'll probably keep it. I'm not really fond of the border, but it's just what I did last year. It's just a lot of my binders, my bought that cube organizer myself. Same with the ones over there. They're all my own money. It used to have my stickers and stuff in it. Some of them are empty. Some of them still have animals. Yeah, I have a lot of stickers. This was like my tea and coffee and stuff. This usually had math copies, just extra work for my students. That's a Chewy. I don't know where that came from. Just more of my things and boxes that I had to get off the shelves. This is my reading mastery. I actually bought this cube organizer with my PTO money. I think it was like $79, and I'm planning on getting another one this year to put right here. And then a lot of empty wall space. When I first started, I really wasn't too fond of the brick, but it's grown on me. And this is my turtle box. And these are some little stools. They're called worm chairs, actually. And then these are some old door decorations that I'm keeping eventually. Thought maybe I'd laminate, but they don't fit in the laminator. So yeah, this is the before shot of my room. Again, this is my second year teaching, so I started with some of this stuff, but I didn't know if I'd be permanent or not, so I didn't want to put a lot of work into it. So this is where we're at. Light switch 1. Light switch 2. Light switch 3. Look at our lovely mess. We're gonna make this not messy. I'm excited. Okay, where to start, dear? So now you have 2 empty drawers. I'm just gonna move this out of the way. This is basically. Okay. Little pencil layer? Didn't need it? Wanted it? Got it? Dear, look at you. Black one right there. That's my recycle bin. This one? Yep. Not cool enough for an actual recycle bin. That makes sense. Yeah, she definitely had an order for trouble. Must have taken full advantage of the $100 they got. I can see the clips. Dang, you're like prepared. Oh, my chipstick melted. Ooh, gross. Oh my gosh, Monica. That was the beginning of the year, now I make it. Mine's down to here. Yeah, but you're full fed. I'm not full fed. Kind of full.
first row. Look at how perfect they fit. Lift up. They fit perfectly, but they also get stuck perfectly. Oh, it's so close to almost the 3 of them across. Okay. Staple remover? That's a fancy staple remover. I have the claw style somewhere too. This is so nerve-wracking, Monica.
Nothing falls out and hurts you?
I hope not either. Aww, that's cute. It's gonna go on your desk?
I don't know, a student gave it to me.
Probably along with this one.
How's it going, CCP?
It's going. We're cleaning some crap out as much as we can.
So the first time I did this, it didn't work. And I was really regretting my choice of getting a Cameo because everyone I see has crickets. And I was like, oh my gosh, I should have got a cricket. And then I watched one more YouTube video and realized I don't have the cartridge locked in. Oh my god, newbie mistake. So it's test.
Hello friends! I'm here today in my parents' basement. I'm just picking up some books that I've left here. They're from my bookcase and room from when I was a child. So this bookcase used to be in my room before my dad built me another wooden one that wasn't just so overwhelmingly purple. My room at one point was also painted this color purple, so you can probably guess what my favorite color was. So I'm just going to show you what some of my favorite books were. Annie of Green Gables, I've got Stuart Little, My Friend Flicka, Little Woman, Trumpet and the Swan, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, Patty Woodland. So these are all hardcover classics that my mom bought for me over the years at garage sales, and most of these books I was actually reading in 5th grade, and so a lot of these books aren't necessarily like a normal 5th grade reading level, but it was just stuff I was reading. Gordon Corman, On the Run, Chasing the Falconer, so that's actually a group of kids that are running away from the law. I've got lots of Dolphin Tales, Santa Paws, and Animal Ark, Chestnut Hill, Pony Pals, Pony Tales. Got lots of Gary Paulson, Beverly Cleary, Two of a Kind, Pony Pals. Got some sports, Earthquakes, Prairie River, which I'm assuming is something like Laura Ingalls Wilder, which I loved as a kid. So and then I have Trixie Belding, which is a really, really old series. It's like, kind of like the Boxcar Children, where she's like trying to solve a mystery. I haven't read them in a long time because they've been down here. And you can tell they're really old because they're really yellowed and aged, but I really enjoyed them as a kid. Chicken Soup for the Horse Lover's Soul, Pony in a Package, Champ. I have the entire Ever series by Gordon Corman. I think at one point when I was a kid I had every single book that he'd ever written. Racing Stripes, which eventually got made into a movie, Kate DeCamelo, The Tiger Rising, Speed, Chicken Soup for the Teenage Soul, so obviously that won't go to school.
another Gordon Corman, Dive, Unicorns of Valinor. So obviously lots of horses, lots of girl books, because yeah, I'm a girl. But I do have like this kickoff, so obviously that's a soccer book. It's something that boys would like. Superhero. It's about a dog and a boy, another Gordon Corman. Huckleberry Finn, Stallion in the Storm, Because of Winn-Dixie, Summer of the Swans, Stone Fox, a Jigsaw Jones. So yeah, just boxes and boxes and boxes of books that I'm going to take to my classroom. I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do with labels. Taking this bookcase, I'm going to decide, do I want to do like bookcases, like book boxes, or do I want to just put them on the shelves? I don't know. I'll figure it out. Look at this little desk. Bet I was a great little teacher and my sister was my great little student. Life update. My printer hates me. Like, look at these streaks. Not good.
Okay, so if you remember yesterday with my whole classroom library problems, my labels were an absolute disaster. Like, my printer was just printing them like really streaky and striped. And then I asked my dad to fix it, and he tried, and he's like, well, that's good enough. I'm like, no. The top is black, and then the rest of it has like stripes. I'm not having stripes in my library. No. So I found out that Office Max can print a lot of that stuff for you, so I headed to the next town over, which is like 20 minutes away probably, to go to Office Max. But instead I ended up at Target. Funny how that happens. So I'm gonna go in, get a coffee, check out the dollar spot. Not that I need anything, but oh well. So it was actually a pretty quick trip in for me, which like never happens. I got a coffee, so it's a cafe vanilla frappuccino. My friend works there who like told me about it, and I actually really like it. And usually I don't like drinks that have like too much of a coffee taste, but it's like the perfect amount of coffee and vanilla mixed together, and it's like perfect. I'm at the dollar spot. I'm always on the look for more of these socks. I only have like 3 of them, but it's like every time I go out they only have one kind. And I hope they actually last for me, because like I have really fat feet, so usually I wear like a size 10 in a tennis shoe, but if it's like a sandal I can wear an 11, or sometimes my feet don't even fit into an 11, which is like totally horrible. So I haven't actually worn these yet, so maybe I'll have all these socks and they won't actually fit my feet, which would be a total Debbie Downer. I got 2 of these for $1. I saw on Instagram all these people that are using like their Cameos and their Cricuts to put like cute little vinyl sayings, and I was like, wow, what a great idea. Like I have all sorts of like markers and like stuff that is just cluttering up my whiteboards, like they're on the floor, I don't know, they're everywhere, and it's just a really good idea. And then I have these cute little window clings. Again, it was $1. It says #learn, has cute little apples on it. I have like a little window that's in my door, and so usually when I'm making door decorations, I just cut it out and you can just see through the window. But I mean, if I'm going to cut a hole for the window, I might as well put something cute on it. And that's it. Like, I could pay in cash. That never happens when I go to Target. So now I'm going to go to Office Max / Depot. I don't know if it's an Office Max or an Office Depot, even though, like, technically the same thing. And I know that there's a Home Goods and a TJ Maxx, like, right next door. So I may go to those two. I don't know. I got my labels. They're, like, beautiful. This really nice lady named Sarah helped me with it. It was $30 and like 58 cents for like 48 labels, like sheets of labels. Like, oh my gosh, what a deal. I'm sure I saved a bunch of ink, and yay, no stripes. So I'm going to BAM right now. Just look for some books, especially authors that end with Y and Z, because I'm on the hunt. Okay, so first I went to Home Goods and I bought this cute little sign. It's, oh boy, it's kind of large. It says #believe, and it's a really cute mint, kind of robin's eggs blue color, which will match really good with the colors I eventually have like in mind, so like purpley, bluish, greenish tones. And so the end goal is, as long as my classroom is purpley, bluish, green, whenever I put in a request to paint, they will paint it an ugly orange color. Because, long story short, we don't get to choose our colors. Like, some company comes in and they, like, paint it themselves. And there's this horrible orange color that is a choice that they could pick. And I'm just like, if I have anything yellowish, reddish, they're going to be like, oh, she wants this orange. No, don't want the orange. So, sign is, like, a mint green. perfect. And then also I went to BAM Books, and I was looking for authors that have like the last initial of ones I don't really have in my library. And so I got this one. It says, "The Girl Who Circumnavigated Fairyland in a Ship of Her Own Making." It's got a cute little dragon on it. She longs for adventure. She's getting invited to Fairyland. It was one of their used books. It was pretty cheap. And the author, Catherine M. Valenti. Oh, B, needed that one. And then I got The Mighty Odds. So it's just a kind of book. It kind of reminded me of like The Wimpy Kid. Just like how it, like when I glanced through it, how it was written. By Amy Ignatian. A bus crash suddenly gives 4 ordinary middle schoolers very odd powers. Nerdy Nick can teleport. Outcast Farshed has super strength. Artist Martina can change her eye color. And Popular Girl Cookie can read minds. So it seems like a really cool book, and kind of things that my 5th graders would be able to like kind of like think is cool. I don't know what 5th graders like anymore. And then this one is called The Castle in the Mist by Amy Ephraim, who's an international best-selling author. But honestly, I just really like books about fairyland and castles, so I wanted to read it myself. So, win-win. So usually when I'm out shopping, I try to keep it under $90, or $80 is better. The reason why is so I work at Walmart for my second job, and so I get paid like $12.50, but once taxes take away, that's more like $10 an hour. So when I'm at Walmart, usually I'm working like 2 to 11, which is like a 9-hour shift, and then I have like a half-hour lunch break in there. So it's basically like I'm working 8.5 hours. So if I stick it to $90 that I'm spending, it's like that whatever I've just spent is like a day's worth of work at Walmart. So when I'm shopping, I kind of think in a way of like, okay, how many hours at Walmart am I spending to get this? Like, is it really worth it? Like, did I spend an hour folding clothes to get this, and is it worth it? So in the case of this sign was $8. So that was like, I spent like an hour at Walmart folding clothes to get this sign. Is it worth it? Yes. Yes. So today I spent $30 on the labels, like $20 on books, $10 on that sign, $5 at Target on my stuff from the Dollar Spot, and then another $4 for my thing from Starbucks. So that's like under $90. A day well spent. literally at the point of summer where I go to bed at 1 and I wake up at like noon, and that's not good. 1 month till students. So I was planning on waking up, relatively early, like, 9 o'clock, going to school, getting some stuff together, and then, like, be home by 5. And I woke up at 11. Not good. So I just got some stuff. I'm gonna measure some shelves, because I want to buy some bookcases. And I should have brought a thing of books, but I didn't, because I didn't want to carry them. Otherwise, I have a cube organizer that's in my room I have to put together. I have a curtain I want to see if it'll fit, and if it does, then I have to get another one, and yeah. It's raining, and I'm hungry, but I left my breakfast in the car.
Okay, I'm going to give you a quick look at what my room currently looks like. Here we still got my supplies, some random games and flashcards. This is like the educational stuff. Random chair. Rocker thing. These are still a hot disaster. This one is kind of cleaned out, but it's all on the floor over there. I think this stuff is still... Yeah, this is like my Velcro stuff. Random cleaning stuff. Some books up there. Here we got my turtle box. It's got some papers on it. Don't know what's in there. This is pretty cleaned. Looks pretty organized. I still hate it. Want to get rid of it, but it's nice looking. Crate full of stuff. Computer stuff. This is the same bulletin board as last year. I just added pineapples. This is a bunch of games. I'm gonna go through them and decide what to get rid of, because my students spend more time like, can we play a game? Can we play a game? Like, no, we're not playing a game. So if I get rid of most of the games, they won't be bothering me to play games when we're trying to do math. Okay. World books. They were free from our library. They were gonna throw them away, so I figured I'd use them for something, or tarot pictures. I don't know. Find something to do. These came out of a file cabinet. I don't even know what it's from or what curriculum. I have to figure out what to do with it. Some of my paints and my glitters. This is from tutoring. 3 boxes of bubbles. These books I'm going through, they're what came with the room. I've just decided if keeping them or not. Thought this one was pretty relevant to my life right now. Random stuff. Book stack right there is my Magic Treehouse books. Can't decide if I want to put my library labels on them or not, or just leave them separate, because there are so many of them and I don't really want to label that many. Just kind of have stuff on top. You might be wondering why I have a bucket. Well, sometimes this corner right here. Okay, long story short, there was a squirrel nest in this corner, because this wall is like false, because this is the old wall of the school and then they built onto this, so this is a fake wall, and behind this was a squirrel nest, and it started raining leaves, and it was raining in the bucket. It was raining in the classroom. Desk is still a mess. I'm gonna see if this curtain rod and that curtain will fit on one of these windows. Stuff. Breakfast. Things I brought from home today. My recycle bin. Yes, not a real recycle bin. Stuff. All of this stuff on the floor came from the cabinet over there. I'm gonna put it on this bookshelf cube organizer, which is gonna go in that empty spot. So that's what we're working on today. Build the cube organizer. What's in the box, you may ask? Good question. Just got dropped off. Oh, books. Curriculum. Not as exciting as I hoped it would be. Okay. So this is all just mostly connecting math concepts and reading mastery, which all the reading stuff goes in there, and all the math stuff goes over there.
These are like the best granola bars in the whole wide world, and I am so addicted to them. They come frozen, stick them in the freezer, you take them out in the morning, let it thaw for 2 hours, and then when you're eating your breakfast, or like me, and you've slept through breakfast and it's time for lunch, deliciousness. They serve them at my
school for breakfast, and that's how I got so hooked on them, because obviously I eat breakfast here too because I'm a slacker. And so I got hooked on them, and I just couldn't last 3 months over the summer without them, so I bought them on Amazon. They're kind of expensive, but totally worth it. Always keep a screwdriver at school. You never know. Okay, now for the hard part. Gotta put the top and the bottom on without the rest of this falling apart, plus that. D1 is broken. See if I can put it together or if I need to get a new piece. So now I just have to go to the store and get a new piece because this one's broke. like it. It's still nice. You can still see through it, but it kind of gives that extra little bit of sparkle, a little bit of purple. And it's just, I don't know, a little better than a plain old boring window.
It impresses me like so much when people go in and they have like such a plan and they actually get things done. Like, granted, I probably would have gotten a lot more things done if I could have put my cube organizer back together and put everything that was supposed to go in it, like, actually in it. But then, like, there's still things I could have done. Like, I have a bulletin board that's, like, been half finished for, like, a week, and I haven't done anything with it. But it's just, like, I don't feel like it. And so, like, Maylene from Miss Cal's Campers, like, she goes in, and it just seems like she gets a bajillion things done, and I'm like, well, I built a cube organizer today and thought about buying some shelves, but I can't make a decision on what I'm gonna buy. And I need more effective decision-making skills, I guess. So, headed up to Walmart to see if they'll replace my broken piece. Maybe I'll get my nails done if they're not busy, because they're like really growing out. And I need to buy another curtain rod and another curtain. They've been out of that style of curtain for a while, but I know they still carry it, and so maybe I'll have to get it online. Yeah, I have to get a curtain rod. So I'll have 2 windows that look good. Just got my piece from Walmart. It really wasn't that hard. They just, the CSS had to take a piece out of another box, and then they just swapped this piece out, and then they took the other one back to claims to get rid of it. So I didn't even have to bring mine back, which is a total relief, because I like had half of it put together, so that would be horrible trying to get into the box. I'm gonna end this vlog here. Thanks for watching, and next time you see me, I'll probably have some bookcases to build and some books to put on, and maybe my rug will be here. Maybe it'll be a month. I don't know. Thanks for watching.